Hey, teed up, shake 'em out. But real talk, did anyone have tickle bitties on Nickelodeon?
All that had some tickle bitties.
Lori Beth.
And the other one, there was the last
Keenan?
I literally thought you were
also Keenan.
I don't know. I think Amanda Bynes had the biggest titties.
Oh, Amanda Bynes did have, but not when she was on Nickelodeon.
Oh no,
Now
I'm
I feel
being
like
completely sarcastic.
Okay.
But she did get boobs later, though.
She did get boobs later.
She got busty. I remember some cleavage shots.
Yeah.
Like some...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like Easy A, like she has some titties.
I don't even have to do that, though, to make
Yeah.
cleavage.
She
It's
is
just
an easy A,
unnecessary.
isn't she?
You've got mail.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up, y'all?
Limited 3.
Limited 3!
Today we are limited 3. I'm Megan Flood.
And I am
God damn it! Why do I always
the unibrow on your secret admirer, Cintisha Coates.
Okay,
And our very special guest star, the one and only Kirsty.
Yay! Okay. I'm so glad to be here. I'm really just hyped to be here.
We're
so
so
glad to have you.
Okay.
welcome to Limited 2, technically 3 today.
Yeah,
I just
And
came to crash the party.
of course, because it ain't a party until Curry's fucking here.
You heard it. They said it first. I don't even have to say anything.
Today we are talking about 90s Nickelodeon baby.
90s
Also,
Nick.
orange hair.
Oh my god!
Did you do that on purpose?
You're welcome. Yes. Of course I did.
We're gonna have to.
Of course
she leaves
My room
again.
was Nickelodeon orange in high school. Let me be very clear.
It's a look.
Who loves orange soda?
Cal
Kel.
loves orange soda.
I do. Ooh.
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 I do. Ooh.
Nick.
Nickelodeon.
Splat. Dick.
Splat.
Dick.
That face.
Nickelodeon.
Remember face?
Like the transition between shows.
Literally just the face,
Just
though.
the face.
Yeah. Nothing high tech. Not all the fancy stuff that kids have today.
A classic smiley
A
face.
smiley
Smiley
face.
that brought so much joy to my life every
And
day.
he ran all the colors, though. Face was queer. Face was gay.
You're right.
He ran all the rainbow colors.
You're right.
He's queer. I'm here for it.
All right, face. We
Again,
stand.
why I fuck with Nickelodeon. Stuff today? No. No.
All that ended in 05 and like everything just went to
But no,
shit.
but all that's
Yeah.
back.
But I don't know if they got like more than one season, if they even got.
Oh, did it stop? I'm glad.
I don't
Because
even
I was
so.
really, it wasn't the all that we watched.
No.
This one was really cringy, this new one.
Oh, you watched some?
I did watch an episode because I think they had some of the like old guest members from original All That,
Yes.
or maybe
Okay.
Kenan or Kel was on it.
I think
Okay.
Kel
And that's
was.
why I watched.
Yeah.
And I was confused the whole time and not laughing. Like my eyebrows were like this the whole episode. Like,
Crossed.
have y'all watched the Nickelodeon documentary? I don't know.
It's on Hulu.
I think it's on Hulu. But it's interesting to see how Nickelodeon was born because Nickelodeon was really ran by all femmes.
Yes.
Like the
fun
president.
fact.
Yeah, it was all women.
Yeah.
All
Wow.
women. So
Love.
That's how we got that quality content, baby.
the news chick Linda Ellerby.
Anyone remember? She supplied us the news, okay?
The real news, though,
The real
because
news.
they showed the episode where she talked about AIDS, HIV, and I remembered it. We were watching heightened things as kids, and
Yeah.
like being connected to like,
Yeah.
well, and Nickelodeon treated you like you were an adult, though. It was our station.
I feel like Nickelodeon helped me really become the weirdo that I am. Like, pick up so many little things because I
Like
watched
nuances? Yes.
I watched everything on Nickelodeon. So like Pete and Pete.
Ren and Stimpy, which let me be very clear, that show was X-rated. We had no business watching that show.
So I was 31 years old when I realized that Ren and Stimpy was a dog and a cat.
What? What did you think they were?
Like
Weird
weird
little
little
creatures.
things.
That's fair.
We were like watching it the other day. We were like,
He's in a fucking litter box, bro.
Yes! Dog and a cat.
But yeah,
it's not Cat Dog.
all of those, like,
it's not Cat
Dog,
Also
Angry
that,
Beavers,
though.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco!
Stop.
I picked up so many little nuances from those shows, and that's why sometimes I'll be
Hey,
talking and
Arnold?
just do a random accent, because Rocco was the little guy and he had an accent.
He was Australian. Was that an Australian accent?
I don't know what I just did, but I think Rocco was.
Yours might have been
Australian.
British, but I knew what you meant.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice.
Okay, Curry. So
Yes.
I know this is tough. You had to do like your top three.
Shows?
Yes. Your three, like, if I don't watch these today, like, someone's gonna get hurt.
I mean, all that is there. Damn, no. I'm like, do I give the other two spots to cartoons because I'm like a cartoon nerd? I love cartoons. Or do I give it to Clarissa Explains It All? Because I wanted to be the Black Clarissa. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
I loved Clarissa, and I wanted
that
a
was
Sam so bad to
climb
put
in
his
your
ladder.
window?
Yes!
Okay,
Oh.
so Clarissa's on there. I mean, I'm gonna say Rugrats. I have to. I had
Yeah.
all of the Rugrats dolls.
That's a good top.
That's
it's
a
a good
great
top.
top.
Have to give it. Those have to be my top three. But I could easily, I'm sure, on any other given day, could switch them out.
Yeah,
Alex
got
Mack.
I have the entire series of Are You Afraid of the Dark and Alex Mack.
Good. As you
Jessica
should.
Alba's first role
Shut
is
up.
on Alex Mack.
We love little Easter eggs like that.
We love little Easter eggs like that.
Alex
so
Mack's still
great.
breaking edge because Alex Mack had a black friend.
Yes, her best
and
friend
a
was
black friend, not
Yep.
like a light skinned black friend.
Right.
And she was so cool, and like her overalls, like she was definitely giving off queer vibes. No wonder I came out like this.
No wonder.
I don't know if I want to be you or be with
Or with you.
you.
Remember Stick Stickly? You want to talk about clever? You want to talk about clever?
I gotta
We were
look up what he looks
entertained by a whole popsicle stick, y'all. Y'all, a
This
popsicle
image.
stick with some pom poms on his eyeballs and a little note. Like, this is not.
They went to
deep-
Hobby Lobby
This
before
is
they
not
filmed.
deep art.
We were tickled.
Tickled and loved him though.
He's got a
He
little
was doing like
microphone.
interviews. Yeah, he was doing like late night TV. Like Stickly was fucking bae.
Wait, stay still so we could.
I'm gonna put on the video. I'm gonna put us as Stickleys.
I was
Popsicle stick.
rushing home to eat goldfish crackers and grapes and watch a popsicle stick. Nickelodeon, y'all got it. I'm
Y'all
sorry.
had it.
They
Y'all
were
had
forever.
it.
Like, I never got any Stickly toys though. Did they make? Surely they
They
made
did.
Stick
You
Stickly
literally
stuff.
Oh, they
have to go
did.
to Hobby Lobby and pick out a fucking stick
Make one,
and
just
make
walk
one.
around and be like Stickly guys.
I did it. No, I loved that man.
I'm literally picturing you walking down the aisle towards Stickly and
Hi, I'm Cintisha Stickley.
Why did I just visualize the whole
the way that you
thing?
also held out your hand too.
Because I was like a stick. Sorry, I've got so much wood in me.
Oh, nice.
And Megan, what would your top three be?
Rocket Power, I think I said, is already up in that. I watched a shit ton of Cat Dog.
Cat Dog was good.
So weird.
Definitely a strange
Right?
concept, but we watched it like it was the standard.
Like I didn't
Yeah.
even question it. God, so many shows, so little time. The Amanda Show is also. Moodie's Point was my first teen drama. Dad loses the big toe and her mom gets stuck in the hot air balloon floating in the sky. Sure.
I think I
sure.
felt away when Amanda got her own show and other characters on the show did not.
Sure, yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm done.
Then we had Keenan and Kel though. They got
We
their
did have
nice
Keenan
little
and Kel.
spin-off.
We did have
With the
Keenan and
Coolio intro. It's time for Keenan and Kel. I don't remember the lyrics, but I would if it came on right now.
We also had TLC doing the All That theme song.
The musical artists that were on all that though at the end of every
They
show.
had
Can we talk about that?
Monica.
Can we talk about that? Immature was on there. I don't talk about it. All that was,
Aaliyah.
They
all that
had-
was ahead
Hello?
of its time.
They had like the biggest names of the industry.
Everybody who you wanted to know, and black artists too.
Yes.
Yes.
Cintisha, what would your top three be?
Gosh, so like there really is so many. I'm gonna say, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Great.
Great choice.
Great.
Although they're not scary now. Have you gone back and watched them? to
No.
see? And I'm like, why was I
I
scared?
have. And speak for yourself. That fucking dollhouse is still scary. Midnight Society still scared the fuck out of me. It's just the cozy, just the sand, and I just remember being scared as fuck and liking it.
I mean, the intro itself is just
The intro is very scary. That was also Tales of the Crypt era, like prime time and those sorts of shows were on TV.
I couldn't handle that. I watched Tales from the Crypt once and I threw up. I was so fucking scared. Have you ever been so scared you just fucking barfed? So yes, Are You Afraid of the Dark would be one. Also, Clarissa.
Great.
I really
She
loved
really
her so
explained it
much.
all.
She did explain.
She really did.
So much.
She also
and her
was
style.
bold, though. Like, she schooled her parents regularly. Which
And
I clearly was
Ferguson's
not doing.
bitch ass.
Right. But definitely style. Even my
icon.
adult style right now, I don't even want to talk about it.
Style icon.
Between that and my Soho life,
Oh
Blossom,
my god.
Daria, stop
gone.
talking to me.
She left.
I don't want to talk anymore. Hi.
You literally just named like the holy grail. That's where I'm at. That's where I be.
Because here's the thing, I watched the black shows, but my mom wasn't letting me wear that stuff. My mom was like, no,
Too fast.
no,
Too fast. You can't wear
you're
that.
not grown. You're not Brandy. No.
I know. I wanted to dress like Moesha. Of course.
I had the braids. That's as far as my mom would let me go. I tried to go back and watch Moesha during pandemic and couldn't do it because of all the fat phobia.
For
The
sure.
90s were just running rampant with fat phobia.
1,000%.
Everywhere.
1,000%.
And like
And-
unnecessary jokes for no reason.
For no reason.
Right.
Like nothing to do with it. Just like, oh, you're fat.
Right.
It's
Fat
true.
people do not exist to make you laugh. I'm funny because I'm just fucking funny.
Yeah,
if I was
period.
skinny, I would still be fucking
Still
funny.
be fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just facts. You know what I mean?
Also, no true queer representation on Nickelodeon, though. Let's be very clear. There may be things that we saw that are like, that's very queer. I'm
Not-
trying to think right now, was there any...
Phil and
Yeah.
Lil's mom.
Oh! You
Yes.
just blew my mind!
Yeah.
Yes. With her little.
With her feminist sweatshirt that
sweatshirt.
she wore.
Yep.
So again, Rugrats, Doug's sister.
Yes. Yes. Doug's sister.
Doug's sister.
Like, they snuck it in there, but they couldn't just be
Yeah.
like, this
Over.
person's gay.
Yes.
You know? They had to be like,
Undertones.
right.
Also not having a lot of conversations around disability, like neurodivergency, that sort of thing on Nickelodeon at that point in time either.
No. Oh God, no.
You know, chick Linda Ellerby, maybe on occasion, but not consistently, except for fucking Degrassi and Drake. And that's why they no street cred. I don't care what anybody says. Drake will never have street cred over here because my sister was watching him on Degrassi.
I was also watching him on Degrassi.
I can't with Drake.
I stand. I ship Scorpio King. I'm sorry. I live.
This dude-
He'll always be wheelchair Jimmy, so I'll support
He
him.
grew up in Canada with a swimming pool in his backyard. What street cred? Nah.
I wouldn't say street cred, but I live for him.
You can have him.
I'll take him.
If we were all hanging out, like if this was a wedding and we were sitting here, Drake would have to sit on that side of you. He cannot sit. Oh wow.
And it's weird because well, not all of us, but a good majority, I'd say, has so much awareness about this shit now.
Yeah.
And we didn't have
But we didn't have it, so it's
we weren't having
interesting
those
that we came out
conversations.
this way.
Not even in school. They weren't being had on
No.
TV. They weren't like those conversations weren't being had anywhere. I mean, they were being had, but definitely not like in a sphere where we were being exposed
Right.
to them.
Right.
Also,
Like,
the fact that we
shit.
never saw ourselves, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's the piece for me that I have to realize and I go back to and being like how anti-black I was even to myself. Because everything that I saw was even me convincing myself, like, okay, well, maybe somehow I'll change into this. Yeah.
No, that's
the
very
part for
true.
me.
That's very
Like, that's
true.
why I'm probably such a weirdo. That's why I'm a weirdo. Because
Weirdo.
I watched a bunch
Trademark
of
that
shit
shit.
and
Damn,
got
damn.
submersed into so much like white culture, white pop culture, not that white culture is a thing. I need to be clear.
No,
But,
it's
no.
Right, just
You know.
No, I definitely grew up the same exact way, thinking I'll just turn into this. If I dial back my blackness, then I could be on all
I'll be
that.
that right.
I could be on these shows. You know, it took becoming a grown ass person to say, man, fuck that. I'm gonna do it because I deserve it. Because I'm funny, whether I'm black, fat, queer, whatever. I got a dick. It doesn't matter. I'm
Or
still
also,
gonna be
I
great.
can be like culturally impacted by these things, and this is also the argument that I have with black folks a lot of times. Or that black folks being like, well, you were raised around white folks and white shit. Because, like, this was most of my experience, right?
Yeah.
This was, like, the world my parents purposefully exposed me to as well. Going to PWIs, going to private schools, all that kind of shit. So like this was my experience, but I was still black. Like I couldn't peel this shit off.
Right.
So it still created a whole aspect of like black culture for me that grew out of these things that had nothing to do with supposed
right
blackness.
Because you couldn't do it so it's like, what else am I gonna do? Like, you can't let me embrace this part of my culture and like who I am, then like I have to adapt.
I just think about that shit and how we created a whole like even the shit when I do on set like creative direction, all that shit's inspired by this kind of shit.
Of course.
But then taking and making it like black as fuck and people being like, you can't do that, and like
Yes,
I
I can. Watch me.
Watch me.
So it's like we owe a lot to Nickelodeon, but at the same time, you know,
Nickelodeon wasn't fucking with us.
They weren't fucking with us, so we're turning it on its head and making it the shit that we weren't able to see as a kid. We should just create our own Nickelodeon.
Oh my god.
Make it fucking fat and queer and black and fucking sick.
But that's what I love seeing, all that shit. Like when people take Nickelodeon characters and make them all black. Literally, like I have a Hey Arnold shirt that my friend Sharonica Mars makes.
Okay,
and
amazing name.
I have Black Arnold. I have the mug and I have the t-shirt, and she made Hey Arnold black, and it's like my favorite shit.
I will say, if I saw a Black Arnold, I probably would be scared. Because that head, I think I'd probably hit him on sight. Just like kablam!
Yeah.
I wanted Arnold's room.
I did. His room
whole
was sick.
The
that
skylight?
whole, yeah, that
That
shit
skylight was
so cool. Someone told me recently that I give off Helga vibes. And
Not
I don't
Helga
know like
Pataki.
if that's good. Like, because I am a hardcore fangirl. Like, when I obsess, I obsess. So, like, I will have a Shrine of One Direction in my closet. You know what I mean? Like, that's very on brand
Well,
for me.
I mean, that's definitely Helga Pataki vibe. But I think
but
you should
you're
take
not
it in a
mean.
good
like,
way.
I'm
You're
not
not
an,
mean.
like, if I like
But Helga
some-
wasn't really mean. Helga was just misunderstood. Yeah. But again, when I think on that show, we ain't getting there's not even a black anybody film, no one feminine presenting on Hey Arnold.
Yeah, we were lucky if we got one.
I'm trying to think through all the cartoons aside from Susie and think if there was a black character. The
But I
fucking
still
Wild
stated it.
Thornberries.
The Wild Thornberries. Remember Donnie?
There's like a Rugrats Wild Thornberries movie.
Oh, yeah.
I did not.
We don't like the
I don't like
crossovers.
that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
When I tell you the amount of times I watched Rugrats in Paris, my VHS, my orange VHS was
Nickelodeon was
destroyed.
strong. Those orange VS again.
They knew that how to do marketing.
They
Plastically
did.
branded.
Yeah.
That
Harriet
orange
the
was
Spy.
everywhere.
Harriet the Spy with Rosie. Oh my
forgot about
god.
Harriet the
Harriet the
Spy.
Spy. When you said orange VHS, I remember Harriet the Spy.
For sure.
One thing on my bucket list is to really cut a ponytail. I don't know why. That's something
I often make that
always
threat
wanted.
often.
I will cut your ponytail.
Make that threat.
1,000%.
Then and now you'll know
Especially
what
if
it's
you
from.
toss your hair in my face. Like white women love to do that in the grocery store. They just not paying attention. I want to be the person who moves so quickly that like you do that and I just snip. When it comes to swing back, it's gone. There's nothing there. There's nothing. Exactly.
Wow, we have really went in.
This is honestly my favorite recording that I feel like we've done.
Yeah.
I'll come back anytime.
Well, thank you so much for doing
Yeah.
this.
Thanks
for
having me. Thank you for joining
Such
us.
a trash.
People need to listen to this podcast. I'm sorry. Like,
You heard
all the
that?
people. Sign on, log on to wherever you listen to your podcast. Isn't that the phrase they say? Yes. And they should bring Limited 2 back, but they should bring it back with plus sizes for young kids.
Yes.
We will all be spokesmen, okay? If
We
you
will.
need
All the stuff that I was wearing, watching Nickelodeon, all that in my youth is now
Like
back
y'all.
in.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Originators of the game.
We all wow. That needs to be the
That's
cover.
a moment.
That's
a moment.
actually our thumbnail.
That's the moment.
That's the thumbnail.
That's incredible.
Yes, I
Wow.
live. And
All
I
right.
live for you guys.
Thank you so much for tuning back in to our silly little show.
Limited, but also deep.
I like to
So
keep
we
it
love-
light, but then I like to...
Get into the meat of it, baby.
Because we gotta talk about it. You
We're
know,
here
it's
for
good.
it.
Make sure to follow us on our social media at Limited2 TWO because we're not about to get sued by the Justice Corporation.
No.
If you're listening to this and just getting to know Curry, please follow them on their Instagram and any other platforms. Instagram, good one.
Bespoke
Curry. We'll put it all right here.
Go
for you
there,
to see.
you can find everything else. If you go there,
Yes.
you'll find me in other places.
We love you guys.
Love y'all. Tune in next week.
TTYL.
TTYL.
LYLAS.
Just remember the grass is greener on the other side.
Period.
Peace out.
Bye.